Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are
The Flames.
And as you can see, today it says No Name Podcast because we have not come up with a new name. And why do we have no name? Because I received an email that said that there is already a trademarked podcast with the name Keep the Flame Alive. So, congratulations to them. We did not have a trademark, so we're going with the No Name Podcast today. And we kind of tentatively said it was Jason and Jackie's journey, but I don't know. We'll come up with something new.
Well, I'm trying to share.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Are you done eating, by the way?
No, I have oatmeal to eat.
All right. Well, Jackie's going to eat a little bit while we're hanging out. But if you are watching live, please like, share, and comment. Let us know that you're there. We got a busy day ahead of us. So I guess we'll try to jump in. No, we're not going to jump in. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at what did we do last week. Recap. What did we do last week?
I know what we did this week.
This past week, what did we do?
But
You're eating. You have food in your mouth. I'm looking.
This week we went to UCLA yesterday. That was fun.
We did go to UCLA.
It wasn't fun.
No, it's not fun.
They shot me in the arm and they gave me a huge vaccination here and a huge vaccination here.
Oh.
But my vaccinations are almost done. Because when you leave the hospital after a transplant, you leave the hospital like a newborn baby. And I wasn't having any of that. I'm not going to be like a newborn baby.
You're Carolina's baby.
I am the baby there. They call me the baby.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So we spent half the day at UCLA yesterday. But the good news is you just celebrated 2 years since your transplant. It's almost been 2 years in a month.
Ooh. Yeah, and so I'm vaccinated and ready to travel.
Okay, we have to keep our hands off the table.
I can't do that.
Because if your hands, look at us. Ooh, there's an earthquake. Ah! No. Anyway, so yes, we were at UCLA yesterday. Anything else that you want to report? I have a list. I keep a list.
Go ahead with your list.
I like making lists. So since last week, I have done a lot of teaching at summer camps, which I haven't done in years and years and years. But it's been a lot of fun. I've been over to Gone Izzy Ranch Camp a couple times. I have been over to KinderCare. I have been over to, we had Moore Park Unified School District come and visit our school.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to get up so the dog doesn't go potty in the
house. Go
Pardon me.
Go that way. Yeah, we're going to make sure that the dog does go to the bathroom. So yes, what else? Moore Park Unified School District. Gone Izzy, KinderCare. I feel like I've done more than that. But anyway, it's been fun. And I'm enjoying that. And summer is going great.
It's getting hot.
It's getting hot. Had a lot of, I've been training a lot. And I had an interview last week with Lucy Marrero, which was great. So if you want to go back and check that out, go to Master Motivation Podcast on YouTube and you can check that one out. But yeah, and then we've got a board meeting today that we are ready for. I'm going to go to the gym in just a little bit. What are you going to do? Eat your oatmeal?
I'm going to eat my oatmeal, maybe grab some pizza for the board meeting.
I love it when you bring a pizza into the board meeting. It is just the most hilarious thing.
I only eat like a little bit of it, but I do bring the whole box in because that's how else do you?
I like it when you do that because then I get to share it. So, all right. Well, our theme for today is similar to another theme. So we've done another one, what we've learned from other couples. But this one is titled What We've Learned from Other Marriages. Similar, but different, maybe some different questions. But before I even start, I think that's the hardest part is you can definitely learn a lot from other couples, other marriages, other people, but everybody is so totally different and every couple is totally different. And it's not necessarily a comparison, but I think the theme revolves around what we've learned. All right, so let's kind of just start with that preface. So learning by observation. I can read. I can read.
Oh yeah, you have glasses on. Poor eyes.
I know. I look so old with my glasses
I
on.
love 'em. No, you don't. You look
I-
so distinguished.
Whoever's watching, I look old, right? I mean, if Danny were watching and Brendan, they would definitely tell me they remember they used to do the memes with the walkers and the canes. I used to.
They were so funny.
They were mean. They were mean. Who are some couples that have positively influenced your marriage, and what lessons did you learn from watching how they loved and supported each other? Go.
Me?
Oh yeah, you're first.
Always Justin and Jennifer come first to mind. Always your brother, Justin, and his wife Jennifer, our sister-in-law.
And why?
Because she is amazing. She's the best wife to him, and he has always like faithfully um not protective of her. I mean, he's protective of her, but
They're both protective of each other.
they are, but not in like an obsessy way, but like they're just a really good, like their spouses, like I feel like we are. Like you don't see that anymore. You don't see like an alliance, right? And they're on the same page and they're giving of each other because sometimes she can be a lot and sometimes he can be a lot and they just kind of roll with it and or put each other in check a little bit, right? That which is healthy. So that's my couple. What do you have?
Yeah, well, I mean
You don't
that.
get to say you can't have the same one.
No, well, I'll just add to the fact that, like, yeah, Justin and Jennifer are really a great couple because they're best friends. They truly enjoy spending time together. They have a really solid foundation of their faith, um, and they trust in each other. They believe in each other. Um, yeah, it's definitely inspiring and motivating to watch a couple that just absolutely loves to be together.
He
Um,
lets her have a lot of animals too, which is really great of him.
we're not having a lot of animals. That's just not going to happen here. They live in Idaho and we live in California, so not going to happen. But most people would probably throw out their parents. Like a lot of people would throw out their parents first thing and what we've learned from our parents. Um, and you know, you learn a little bit of both sides of it, you know. And I mean, neither one of us got to see our parents when they were first falling in love and when they were dating or got married. Like we weren't obviously there. And then now here we are. My parents would have been married 52 or 53 years because I'm going to be 52 in a week. So it'd be 53 years. And your parents have been married how long?
I was hoping you weren't going to ask me that fast.
Yeah, come on.
38 plus 26.
38 plus 26.
58, 64 years this year.
64 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
That is a long time. So I mean, just that, I think just that alone, the commitment, the dedication of our parents being together, so like that's to me, that's inspiring. I can't wait till we get to 40 years and 50 years, and 60 years and 70 years.
And 30 years.
And 30 years. We're almost there though. We're almost there. Um, so I mean, so yeah, that and I really enjoy, you know, Mike and Tanya and their relationship. They're like constantly like going in their careers, but they're so fun to be around. You know, they have
I love
fun
them.
with each other. They've, you know, they've lasted through some tests in life and they've had challenges just like we have. And, you know, every I think every couple goes through. I don't think any couple makes it like through their whole life without having challenges or situations that test their love and commitment. But yeah, I mean, I think they're a great couple, someone that I love to be around. I think that is going to be another question down the line about, you know, who we like to spend our time with and who we like to be with. I don't like to spend time with couples that, you know, bicker and argue and just like constant. Like that just really makes it hard for me because then it kind of plants a seed. Like
Sure.
when you're around people that bicker and complain, it rubs off a little bit.
Yeah,
And I don't.
you get almost anxious, right? And short
Mhm.
with your own partner because you're frustrated. I mean, we've had that in our world, bickering couples, and you're just like, I can't get out of here fast enough. It's I want to be in a happy place when I visit people, and that's not it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, let's move on because we'll come back to that, some of that a little bit more later too. But you can go to number two.
Number next.
Number next.
What's one piece of marriage advice that you've received from another couple that stood the test of time? Because boy, you get a lot of marriage advice when you become engaged or right when you have a kid. Everybody wants to tell you what to do, but
I get to
marriage.
I get to go first because you asked the question, so I get to answer, right?
Sure.
But I forget who told us this, and maybe you'll remember that if you're ever in an argument, to hold hands. Like if you're going to argue, hold hands and argue.
That was from our marriage encounter.
Yeah. Okay.
The marriage encounter weekend, we had to go away and do that.
Yep. I'm pretty good at that because like when you start getting mad at me, I'm like, I don't even want to hold hands. I'm like, come here, let's talk.
Oh my God. My vaccination.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's hard to do, but that is really good advice. Hold hands. It's like when you put kids in a sharing t-shirt, right? They're close.
We made Maddie and Mason do that once. Do you remember?
No.
When they were arguing so bad, I made them hold hands and sit on the steps until they were done fighting. They must have hated it. They were really little when they did that. Well, so that's my piece of marriage advice. And it wasn't really from another couple. It was at our marriage retreat. But what else stands out to you? What's some other advice that people have given you? I mean, good or bad?
Everyone says don't go to bed mad, but like sometimes you're tired and you still got a little spice in you.
Sometimes Jackie goes to bed mad. She just rolls over and falls asleep. And then in the morning, she'll ask me, "Are we still fighting?" I said, "That was yesterday." I don't even remember that.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? I mean,
why are we going to hang on to that? Unless it's like a fundamental thing or a foundational thing that's like, earth shattering. Otherwise, it was probably just some super lame thing.
I mean, keep Jesus in your life. We were given that advice as the foundation of your marriage. We've been over the years better about that and not as good, sometimes when the kids were little and but I think that is what has really stood the test of time, because when you are in trouble, that's where we will turn, right? Sometimes. So,
well, I mean, and this goes into the discussion of marriage being a covenant and being a promise not only to each other but to God, that we are bound in marriage. And I don't think that's sometimes that carries you through. Like I don't think that that's a bad thing. So yeah, I was going to talk about a post that I saw online, but I don't think I want to talk about it right now.
Have I seen this post?
Yeah, I didn't really love a discussion about prenups and how that is viewed. So I'm just not going to talk about it. But anyway, yeah, I think keeping Jesus in our life, holding hands when we're arguing, don't go to bed mad, whatever. At least just wake up and like let it go. I think that would be my advice, is if you had a thing.
Yeah, and I think treating your marriage, watching that dog back there, treating your marriage like it's its own relationship. It's its own, like you've got two people, but the marriage itself is an entity too, right? That needs to be respected. So I think that's important.
Well, there's you, me, and then there's us.
Right.
And so like sometimes we got to take care of you, sometimes we got to take care of me, and but all the time we take care of us, right?
Your turn.
All right, my turn. Number 3, next. Learning from successes and struggles. Have you ever learned an important marriage lesson by watching another couple go through a difficult season? What did it teach you?
Have we ever?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we see it all around us. I mean, statistics, I don't even know what statistics say now with marriage that ends in divorce. It used to be like everybody would quote, 50% of marriages end in divorce. But we see it all around us. I grew up probably one of the only friends of mine that that didn't have parents that were divorced, or like even now.
Marcus's parents.
Yeah. But I mean, there's very few, like even by high school, like a lot of people were, and now we look at the people that got married around the same time as us and how many divorces. So we've watched a ton of people. What did it teach you?
I think not to become what?
What did you learn?
What did I learn? Not to become neglectful of your marriage. That's always where it starts to me is you forget to keep that important and keep that on the forefront. You start to think more about yourself than your spouse, or think more of yourself than, in this era of we've got to have self-care, time to ourselves, step out and take your own time. I think we forget your marriage also needs to be fostered and watered, and um I think 9 times out of 10 that's where a marriage dies. Like, people who have kids with special needs, for example, those marriages often are challenged more than marriages with families with typical kids. And why? Because it's a stressor, right? And it's hard to make time for your marriage in those situations. So um, sometimes it's mostly out of your hands, right? But sometimes it's I've got all these single friends and I want to go hit the clubs with them, and then slowly it starts to get more comfortable to go away and to ignore and to go to bed without, and so
Don't go to bed without me.
I never go to bed without you.
Um,
You wouldn't let me.
I know. Well, yeah, I wouldn't let you. You wouldn't let me. Even when you weren't feeling well, you wanted me to still stay in bed with you. Um, but what did it teach you? Like, so it can teach you what you want to do, but also on the flip side, like when you watch couples go through difficult seasons, um, you know what you don't want to do. You know what you don't want it to be like. And sometimes I think that's like the easier lessons.
Mhm.
You see something bad, you're like, nope, don't want that. You see someone, uh, I watched family members struggle with alcohol and drugs, and it just scared me. I was like, I don't ever want to touch any of that, because I saw what it did and I didn't want that to happen. I watch couples go through things that are really, really hard, and I'm like, ooh, don't want to do that, living different lives. Like you said, like going, there's nothing wrong with going out, by the way, but I mean, like when you choose to go out with your friends instead of spending time with your spouse, like that's not what I signed up for. I signed up to do things with you and live my life with you and go on vacation with you. And if we're going to go out, we're going out together. Um, so those are the things that I learned. Um, I mean, we've watched everybody, watch people go through all kinds of stuff, death of a child, um, you know, breaking up, getting back together, just growing completely apart. Um, we talked about this on the last show too, like the um the opposite of love isn't hate. The opposite of love is just indifference, like just where you get to the point where you're just existing together.
Which is
Um,
so common, right? There's
totally
time in your marriage and your life, and we're all trying to make a living and raise kids that in an environment that maybe it's harder than it used to be or harder than we thought it would be,
Yeah.
and your spouse is over there, and
Well, a lot of times too, like we've watched um, families get so into sports, for example, into activities for their kids, and like the whole focus is everything on the kids. And I mean, we even kind of faced this when Maddie was dancing and Mason was playing baseball. Like, and then when they stopped, like, what now?
Mhm.
Like, well, that consumed a lot of our time. That was how we functioned. But then, we've been able to just pivot to something new, something else.
I remember the first season after Mason got out of baseball, you were like, I miss it. And I'm like, don't miss it.
I still think about it. I actually look back on that and have really, really good
I do
memories.
too. It was a lot of work. It was a
It
lot of
was.
doing and a lot of early mornings and
But, back to the how it separates couples is you get so focused on the kids
yeah,
that you've forgotten about each other.
yeah.
And I just know that we made the decision, and I think we talk about it a lot, is that we make the decision to find time to spend together. So sometimes I think we have to it would be harder for us to try to figure out how to spend time apart.
I know. I know. Pathetic.
Okay. Apathetic. I like it.
How do we intentionally surround ourselves with couples who encourage, challenge, and strengthen our marriage? That's hard because I know that I definitely avoid couples who are not positive influences or not good energy as a couple, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
we've over the years had friends like where they're not great couples, but like it's a friend of mine from the kids' school or something, and we'll go get coffee, and but we don't really want to go out with them as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And but to surround people with good influences, that's a tough one because everybody moves away.
I know a lot of our friends have moved away, but that's okay. I mean, you know, we are surrounded by a lot of people at the karate school for the most part, and not that we go out with them, but we surround ourselves with people that are positive and people that want to grow and people that want to learn. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing that we foster in this school is keep growing, keep learning, keep training. And so it's nice to be around those people. Now, it doesn't always happen to be like that they're couples, they're just a lot of really good adults. But the people, like we said, Mike and Tanya, we absolutely love going out with them because they're very, it's so funny because they're very much like us and we are all very similar, but we are so very different in so many ways, which goes to the challenging and encouraging and
Yeah.
strengthening part because I also like to be around people that have other thoughts. They think differently than me, maybe different political views or different views on the world in general, and that's kind of nice too because you know, sometimes we've been in rooms with people where it's just constant bashing
Yeah.
of one side or the other. And it's like, that's super annoying too. Like, I just kind of want to learn to understand a little bit more.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, that's how you learn, right? That's how you grow. It's how you learn. You become a more diverse human being.
yeah,
So
we have a comment. We have a comment. Oh, there's Sean.
Sean.
Good to see you,
Oh,
Sean.
that's
Thanks for jumping
another
on.
great couple, by the way. They've been together since I think teenagers, right? Like
Yeah, I think high school.
some of those pictures,
Right,
they look
Sean?
like
You guys have
kids.
been together since high school, maybe? But talk about a couple that puts their marriage and their family first and spending time together. If you follow her on social media, you see a lot about what they do and what they talk about. And it's nice to be around people that have that kind of light and have that kind of positive energy. So yeah, thanks for jumping on, Sean. And by the way, guys, this would be awesome to be a little bit more of an interactive show. 25 years.
No.
Wow. Awesome. Next
That is
Tuesday.
amazing.
Happy early anniversary. Yeah, see, that's awesome, to be
It's half your life.
yeah, half your life. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Love your love too. Um, love your love. I love you. Um, yeah, who else is watching? Talk to us a little bit. We talk like every Wednesday, and we're just talking together. But would love to hear if you guys have questions or comments or thoughts on the questions that we're running down, or just anything in general. By the way, we're not therapists by any means, although Jackie does have a degree in psychology, so she's got a little bit more education on that part than I do.
But if you could help us name our new podcast, because apparently, again, if you didn't hear earlier, we have lost the rights to name it Keeping the Flame Alive because although our flames, somebody else trademarked it. So
It was keep the flame alive.
Sorry.
And then we thought about just doing keeping the flame alive, but yeah, that's too close. So
Similar.
we're gonna have to figure a new name and trademark it so nobody can take it.
We hate to infringe on someone's trademark. Sorry,
Yeah.
people whose last name isn't Flame, but they're using it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, why don't we go to the last question?
You.
Wait, hold on. More comments again. Come back. Oh, Maddie's watching with Cody.
Hey,
Maddie.
girls.
And then Kinsey's watching. Hi, Kinsey. Hello. Good morning. What do you guys say? You got Maddie, questions for mom and dad? Don't ask me for relationship advice. I'm not giving it to you right now. What else? Anything else?
No, that's
No,
it.
no, that's it. You're like,
I
we're gonna just let that
you're
go.
in so
Just
much trouble
let
for
that
me right now.
slide right off.
Trouble with me.
Okay, back
Back
to my
it.
notes.
Okay.
Okay, paying it forward. Is it me or you?
You
It's me.
go.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. As you reflect on your own marriage, what lessons do you hope younger couples can learn from watching your relationship? Oh, okay. Now Maddie's listening.
First of all, I want to say this is a really cute outfit that I have on. It looks really wonky on camera, but like Sean, you'll see, Cody, Maddie, you'll see when I get there. It's super cute. Anyway, well, okay, so what lessons do we hope younger couples? Well, I think we've talked about this. Like, we think we're a good example of a couple that has stuck through it, has stuck by, well, first of all, in sickness and in health, we're a really good, I don't need relationship advice.
We know,
I'm
Maddie.
perfect.
We know you're
Maddie's
perfect. Yeah.
Thank you, Sean. So do
Okay.
you. Yeah, so I think it's important to share that we've been together in sickness and in health, like unwaveringly in sickness and
Literally.
in health, right?
Literally.
Can't refute that. But also like we're good about teaching each other. I mean, it took us a lot of years, you especially, that sometimes you just need space. Like,
Oh,
to give me space because I'm not a talker. And that's important, right? Like,
yeah.
that's important advice. Give your partner space when they need it, but always be there for them. And you're a good example of that.
Well, just in the car ride over, yesterday, after UCLA, you were like, thanks for being here and driving me. And you didn't have to. I could go drive myself, which you're never driving yourself to UCLA. It's just not going to happen. Um, but you're like, I want to make it up to you. And I'm like, there's nothing to make up to me. Like, I choose to do it because I like being with you. And there's nowhere else I should be. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. And so, um, yeah, I'm not sure where I was going with that, but I'm just
You
saying that,
outed me for my trying to be nice once.
well, but like, oh, the thing is like sometimes in the car too, like I'm okay being quiet. I mean, and you're like, you know,
Yeah.
you want to talk? And I'm like, no, I'm okay. Or you'll say, I'm sorry, I'm not very talkative, or I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling well right now, or whatever, and it's like, that's okay. I don't, as long, I'm with you. We're driving. We're good.
Yeah.
We're fine.
David and Keely Strachey, we should go to dinner. Yes, we should. We would love that. We would
Yeah, let's
totally love
go.
that.
Where are we going to dinner?
Obviously, we love to eat.
We love to eat. Absolutely. And I would love to hang out with you guys. So let me know when is a good time for you.
And Sean has a question. Matt and I believe that we always come first before the kids' needs. We love, love, love our kids. We know that endlessly. But if we aren't happy, the house is weak. Thoughts, we get pushed back frequently.
Yeah, we talked about that
Yeah.
early on, and people have advice on this all the time. But like without us being happy and our relationship being strong, like, well, we would have never had kids.
Right.
And so we have to keep that strong because we have to be the example for them too. Like, and when I say the example, not the perfect example by any means, but the example of like when shit hits the fan, like that we pull together and we take care of each other.
Sure.
Obviously, they saw that over the last couple of years, more so than ever. But from the beginning, they've seen that. So I agree with that. I think that we absolutely love our kids, but we even said when we had kids, like we'll get a babysitter to go out on a date because we don't want to be stuck and resent
Yeah.
that our kids don't allow us to have time together.
Right.
I
And
guess
it's
so.
a good sign that your kids are like, why aren't you taking us to dinner too? Or why aren't you staying home and playing games with us? Like, that's a great sign that you've fostered that environment within your family. They want to be with you. How rare is that? But yeah, you need to get away and have even when the kids are little, right? You want to have adult conversations and
Well, I mean, and those adult conversations are what help us grow as people
yeah.
and help us to be better parents. I mean, it's like a constant cycle. Like what we do for us benefits them. What we do to strengthen us strengthens them. What we do to educate us educates them. So I mean, like I think without us doing that, we would be doing them a disservice because Again, we talked about it in 2 questions ago, I guess. People get so caught up in, I'm just going to say baseball. Like all you do is baseball. All you do is talk about baseball. All you do is when's the next coaching session, and like before you know it, you're like, when was the last time we actually had a conversation? When was the last time that we actually had a nice quiet dinner, or
Yeah.
went on a walk together? I mean, and for us, those are like I'm not talking about like we need to go on like vacation and leave the kids
No.
away. I'm just talking about like, just having those easy, uh, quiet moments together sometimes.
But had we not gone away for our 5th anniversary, there would be no Mason had we not left Maddie.
Right?
So
See, so that's what works out.
anyway,
And Kinsey said she loved eating Jackie's pine nut pasta and egg salad with Maddie while you guys went out on dates. Crazy to believe that all those years ago that you babysitted our kids. That's pretty.
I think it's babysat.
Babysitted? Did I? Oh God, here comes the English
Okay,
schools.
it's okay. Yeah, that's what I am.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So we are grateful to be surrounded by good couples like all of you, and hopefully be a good inspiration to our own kids or young couples. Do we want to give one really good piece of advice? The journal. We've talked about it before.
Oh, the journal's awesome.
So
We all have journals. We all have a book, and it started because, like, quite honestly, I got sick of buying cards. So yes, I'm cheap, but like, why am I going to buy a Hallmark card every single holiday when we can get a book and then just write in it for each other? So how did it start?
you had a journal and you're like, just write in my journal for me. And then
Yeah.
you bought me a journal, and then we
Yeah.
bought them for the kids. So instead of, like you were saying, instead of buying a card every holiday, because we get like all holidays and our birthdays are clumped up, right? We get lots of birthdays at once. And then we get
Well, the three of you are
Easter,
all within
Mother's Day,
2
Father's
weeks.
Day, your birthday. Yeah. Well, okay. Sorry about the 3 of us. And so now instead we take a page in each person's journal and we all write a little something. And it's like, the next wedding we go to, we're giving them a journal and a note to explain it, because
Mhm.
it is so cool to look back, right? Right, Sean? Because you throw away cards more often than not, and then you feel guilty
Yeah.
because someone paid $9 for a card, and but it's nice to look back and see what people said 10 years ago, or I don't know, whatever. I
Mhm.
wish we had had that from when we first got married. We've only done it in the last few years, but
Mhm.
it's already so special. So
Yeah. So
that's our advice for today.
that's our couple's advice. It's a really good one, because do you go back and read past pages?
I always do.
Yeah, I go back and I go back and read. It's kind of cool because like we're all open enough to where the kids will ask me, "Did you read what I wrote in Mom's book?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Do they?
I really liked it." And then they just wrote in Father's Day. My birthday's coming up. I get super excited to read what they write, and it's amazing to see how like kind of creative they get, and like the thoughtfulness that goes into what they write, and of course everything that we write to each other. Because ours almost always starts off with, "I can't believe it's been
Yeah.
so many, this is our whatever, like, how did that go by so fast?"
Well, it forces you to write a little more, or like, it's the kid's birthday. Wow, you're 21 already, and this last year has meant all of these things, and like you kind of recap. But whereas in a card, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
you know,
I purposely try to write out an entire page every time. It's an 8.5 by 11. Okay, I'll be right back. Jackie will talk with you about her outfit or whatever she's. Oh, tell them about Live Bold.
my puppy needs to come inside, you guys. So, and I am excited to be repping for a company called Bold and Zeal, and I will have more of that soon. But
Oh, we can't talk about it now.
well,
I don't want to steal your thunder on our no name podcast.
Bold and Zeal now.
No name
Check it out.
podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
Did we cover all our questions
We
today?
did. We are solid, and we are going to.
Oh, we're over time.
Yeah.
34 minutes. Okay. I'm going to go work out, and I don't know, Jackie's going to finish the rest of her oatmeal, and then we're going to go to a board meeting, but we'll be back. Drop us some thoughts on a podcast name that you think fits us.
Pretty please.
Pretty please. Because I don't want to chat GPT it. We've done that, and I don't always like it. And we kind of thought about Jackie and Jason's journey, but it's kind of, the thing is is if we do it, we probably have to trademark it. And so
Yeah.
just to keep it, because as it is, I had to remove. Is it good? I had to remove some branding off of our thumbnail for this edition. I can't mention, the old name. Hopefully, I won't have to go back and do it for the other 37 episodes. But if I do, not a big deal. But
We won't mention the old name, but we do
We'll
wish
figure it
the
out.
best of luck to the Keep the Flame Alive people who have that podcast somewhere.
yeah, good luck and all the best in your future endeavors.
Bless their hearts.
Bless your-
All right. Have a great week, everyone.
You want to push the button?
Yeah.
End stream. Kiss. Peace out, guys. Love you. See you. Bye.